Hi there, welcome back to the Game Master platform. My name's Danny McKeever. This is video 5, and in this video I'm going to cover building a encounter. So let me log in and we'll get going. All right, just as a reminder, we're working on a campaign called The Lost Valley of the Orcs. It is basically a story of three separate orc tribes that are always warring, and there's a human settlement. There's a prophecy that these three tribes will be aligned, which is going to change the dynamics of the valley. The human population, is a little worried about that. So I've identified a great image that will signify the kicking off of that prophecy, a great summary. I've started outlining the different locations as well as encounters. This has been very loose. Today I'm focusing on this first one, entrance to the valley. So let's go back. I'm going to go to encounters, entrance to the valley. If you remember last time, we put a few bullets in around what this initial encounter would be all about. So I've tweaked the bullets a little bit. I'm going to run in and I'm going to create a new chat, and I'm going to have the platform write an overview for me off of these three bullets. It's going to give me a 100-word summary as well as up to 150-word description that we can read to the players when they first start this encounter. So I'm going to let this run, and once this completes, I'm just going to copy this here and I'm going to sort this, delete this, and I will drop it in here. Let me blow it up one size because I have old eyes. So now I'm going to read through this. Let's see. It's a brutal conflict. Gashado, yep, that looks good. Surrounded by cliffs with a rapid river, yep, great. This intro looks good. It talks about as you crest the ridge and peer down into the valley, this thunderous clash of steel and guttural war cries. That's great. I'm going to show you, I found a great image for this that really paints the picture. So, orcish blood stains are on the ground. This looks awesome. So I'm going to go with this. I might come back and massage it, but I love where it's going. So let me upload a quick image of what I found. And I just fell in love with this image for where this conflict is going to take place. So then outside of the Game Master platform, I actually built a little battle map using Incarnate. So I've uploaded here to the maps. So you can do this easy enough just by clicking on upload image. And then I have that image pre-built, and I basically uploaded it into the map section. So this is really good because as a GM, when I run this in my digital GM screen and on the day in which I run the session, that GM screen is going to show me this overview. It's going to show me this battle map, and I like to draw them out on my tabletop, and we play them out on the tabletop. But I also share these through the platform with the player characters, so they get a sense of what this looks like. I'll share this image with them because it really sets the scene and helps build that feeling of tension. And then I'll share a battle map that I've done with them. So now where we are is we have a great little summary. I have a description I can read to the characters. Now I need to think through what are the different items. And every single encounter, there's 5 possible outcomes that I've run into. One, the players can parlay. They can negotiate with the bad guys. They can fight the bad guys is the second one. They can try and trick or work their way around the bad guys. They can discover information that then solves the problem, and you can move through the encounter without having to fight because of information that you've discovered. Or you can avoid the encounter altogether. So for each and every encounter that I build, I put in which ones do I think is going to happen. My guesses with this encounter is we're going to do combat, maybe trick, or the players might avoid it altogether. They might just let it play out. So I, as a GM, am going to think through what am I going to do if one of these three things happen, and how am I going to react to it? So that way I'm prepared. So now that I've done this and I have the great image, my overview, my incarnate battle map, I need to start to add a few items to this. I need to add some orcs because we have the two different clans coming together. So I've pre-built a couple orcs, but I just wanted to show you you have access to what's this library. And then in this library, we're always adding new things, but you have all these different orcs here. So I'm going to add this gray orc into this. You simply do it by clicking yes. It'll add it into the campaign. And so when you go to add these orcs, you'll see the gray orc is right here. He's available. So this is going to be one of the bad orcs that are pursuing the other orcs to prevent them from connecting with the humans. So this is going to be one tribe member. I'm also going to add another group of orcs that will represent the same tribe, but I group three of them together. This way, I don't have to have three unique images for each and every orc. I just play these three as a group. The initiative order goes. Each one will roll separately, but as you know, they take hit points. When a third of the hit points are through, I go down to two orcs, one orc. So that way, I can make groups, and I can make them a little bit more impactful. I'm also going to add. Let's see. I'm going to add this group of orcs and this group of orcs. And you'll notice when I add these, this experience starts to kind of ramp up. What it's doing is it's looking at the challenge ratings, and it's giving you a total XP value as well as a weighted experience value. So that way you know the difficulty of this encounter. When I finally add my PCs here, it will tell me how hard is this encounter for the player characters. So let me hit save and I'll show you. So now that I've saved this, if I go into my game assets, you're going to notice all these are here. And if I go, here's the one I just added, I can come in and ensure that everything is correct. You can see the challenge rating. A challenge rating of 1/4 usually has a proficiency bonus of 2, an armor class of 13, about this many hit points. Attack bonus here, on average, it's doing 4 to 5 damage per round, and its save DC is 13. So as you can easily pump up and increase your challenge ratings, if I wanted to make it half, it'll give you guidelines about where this should be. So it should be somewhere around 50 hit points. So I'm going to keep it down at 1/4 because that's about where I want it for now. And then what's going to happen when I go back to that encounter I'm working on, it will take that into consideration, and you'll see that weighted experience just went up for that guy, just because we validated it and everything was good, and I hit save. So now all of these, the value of this is 2,000 weighted experience when it comes to the difficulty rating for this encounter. The other thing I want to do is I want to add an item. And this item isn't a physical item, but it's the battle map. And I'm going to save this real quick. Because this battle map, when we are actually running the session, I can share this with the players so they can see what we're dealing with, and I'll draw it out on my map, and I can have it ready to go and we'll play it out. So each one of these images here, all the orcs, the battle map, as well as this image of the bridge, can all be visually shown to the players. So that way it really uplevels your storytelling. Thank you very much. I'm going to continue building out the encounters. Next video, I'm going to talk about running a session. Speak soon.